Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nursyafika binti Masrom, and I will present about the definition of unitary system. Unitary government is a system in which sovereign power resides in the central government. Unitary government, provinces and branches only implement its power according to what being delineated by the central government. Unitary government, provinces and branches only implement its power according to what being delineated by the central government. Administration power can be channeled from central government and can be withdrawn if there is a need. The example of country that practices the unitary system of government is United Kingdom, Japan and Singapore. Unitary government is a single integrated system of government for the exercise of all powers. The sovereign power resides in the central or national government. The smaller units of government, which is state or provinces, exist, but they do not have the authority to make independent decisions. All units of government below the national level are merely subdivisions. It involves delegation of the authority to local or regional units through an ordinary statute enacted by national legislature as a supreme law, not by the constitutions. That's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Syafiq bin Saharuddin, and today I will present about the advantages of the unitary system. First thing first, unitary system could bring national unity among people in the state. This is due to people only owe their loyalty to the absolute power of the government. The influence power held by central government bring trust to the people to keep maintaining the state together. The unity from the people makes the state stronger and become more dependable. Even so, people should stay together without minding the difference between them, such as race, religion, political stand, and any others that can bring prejudice into the community. This adjective brought hardship for unity and can cause damage to harmonic relationship among the population. Next, unitary system has a good structure that are so relevant to use on a small geographically country. As mentioned before, unitary system are more likely to be used by a central government. So, by using absolute power and right, the central government need to control the entire land. So, the smaller the land makes the system become more effective. The smaller the region, also logically means the smaller the population. When the population of the people is smaller, it make the central government easier to conducting and managing their welfare and also monitoring their activities. Lastly, most of unitary system used in the world are dominated by central government. It also means unitary system is a single government ruling system. Means the centralized of power makes no other authority capable to challenge the absolute power of central government. So, central government doesn't need any branches others than them. Means make a low cost. This is because there are no other branches of power that needs to be financed. So the budget can be used to build a better public facilities, safety, and keeping up the economy stable. Government also hold the power singly in using the state property and resources. Means it can help avoiding any breach of trust from any other side. That's all from me. Thank you.
My name is Nur Syazwani, and I will explain the second advantage of unitary system. Second advantage of unitary system is it should be able to produce harmony that leads to internal stability among the various ethnic groups in the country. As we know that Japan has a unitary system other than federal system of government. In the administrative and financial, local authority mainly rely on central government. However, the Ministry of Home Affairs as well as the state ministries have the power to participate extensively in state and local government rather than their pre-war equivalent. The outcome to this power is increasing level of organization and policy standardization among the different local government. In the other hand, this country have the various ethnic groups such as Ainu, Boni Islanders, Yamato, and Yukians. All of them have different Japanese cultures, so their government make them sharing their common heritage, history, culture, and identity because these ethnic groups does not have any problem or misunderstanding about racial issue because all of them is under the same government. But if we compare with Malaysia, which is using the federal system, they might be have a racial issue because they have two government, which is the whole country government and government for parts of country. So they have a different culture because Malaysia have many states, but all of them have a different state government and culture. In Sabah and Sarawak, they have their own culture and they does not associating with other people on the different state because their state government have managed its own state affairs. So we can see that unitary system has bring more harmony and stability because all of their people follow the same rules, so they would not make any protest on their government because the government has set the rule fairly and all of their people must obey the same rule. Also, the government's acceptance of human rights and the society of the country had brought a new lifestyle to their people because of the evolution of technology, giving internal stability to them. In Japan, for example, harmony and stability remain a governing principle that influences many aspects of society. The government has also given its people an open disagreement or other perception that may cause conflict between them because the government does not have the power to make the independent decision. So the government and their people were working in harmony and stability by giving cooperation to each other, and it is viewed as the crucial elements of the country. Thank you.
My name is Siti Nur Fatiha, binti Salleh. Today I will present about the unitary system facilitates quick decision making. As we know that unitary system only have one government who rules the country. People of society direct to the central government make quick decision making. Compared to federal government, there are two government, which is federal government and state government. When they have any issue, they have to follow the procedure. First of all, they must to go to the state government. When the state government cannot handle the issue, so they have to refer the central government. Near here, the decision making becomes slow, as we know that the country of unitary states such as Britain, France, Italy, Belgium, Japan and United Kingdom. In these countries, the power is focused to the central government, who is one and only body that rules the country. Unitary system is a government who possesses its full power. Within this is non-division of between the states government and federal government, such as in England, Scotland, Wales, under the authority of Parliament. In United Kingdom, they do not have any divided rules like federal government, so any decision making direct to the central government. Near here, they can speed up the decision making because there is no interference of other level of administration. In terms of administration decision, the central government is able to make their own decision based on its needs. For example, United Kingdom federal government only needs majority vote to make any amendment towards their act. This will make decision making more quick. Different to Malaysia, which practicing federal government, any amendment made must be discussed in the parliament and needs approval by the Yang di-Pertua Agong, which in this days slow decision making arise in this situation. Thank you.
Thank you. I will explain the last point. Okay, the unitary of government is a nation governed by a single organism of authority known as the central government. This central government is responsible for decision, rules and policies of the entire country. It is a very popular way of running the world, mostly because of the drastic advantages. While it might all sound positive, there are huge weaknesses which should certainly be properly considered when looking at the unitary system of government overall. Among the most crucial details of the unitary system of government is that everybody has a feeling of belonging. It actually encourages unity between the states of the country as well as the nationalism, since everyone has a big common factor. All laws and regulation extend to the whole country, but it is no disrespect for all for the fact that one state has more right or liberty than the others. A quick change of, for example, is a motive move. Things can happen very quickly on a wide scale. It is a single country as the only one branch of authority. Things do not even have long stretch to go on before they can be accepted or put into action. The basic administration of the economy of nation under a unitary government is as simple as it can be, because of the rules on such items as tax, protection of the whole nation. The variability in the economy is a simple deal with. However, the virus have been affected by the COVID-19 in the world. To be uniform, the entire country decide to provide people with masks and also to obey the SOP produced by the government. Meanwhile, social distancing, also wearing gloves, hand sanitizer, and avoiding busy areas are very important to the people so that they can prevent the virus very isolated. Even easily, the virus can do not identify by the vaccine because it takes time to produce the vaccine. MCO or Movement Control Order have been implemented in Malaysia and has restricted the entry of foreign countries to ensure that the situation does not worse, and the ministries agree to close the entire foreigners to maintain the peace of Malaysia affected by the COVID. But not only in Malaysia is affected by this disaster virus, but also the world. The economy is also affected by the COVID-19 virus. Even the organization had to lay off workers because they do not effort to pay salaries for the certain reasons. Okay, in conclusion, the pros and cons of unitary government are trying to align the interests of nation with what a society needs for life. Organized, affordable municipal service can be delivered by a coordinated and effective decision-making machine. It can even become the base of some of the most authoritarian systems of our planets have ever been seen. Thank you so much.